Today, by the title, you guys see that I'm going to be talking about 2019 school advice, high school advice. And I didn't want to say freshman, junior, any of that. I just mean literally all throughout high school. I am a graduate. I even have these things written down so that there's so much to talk about when you're talking about high school. I didn't come here, I didn't make this video to sound like anybody else, to say the things that you've probably already been told. I'm just saying from my personal experience of high school, you guys. First, friendships, okay? Friendships, first thing I can say about friendships is that the thing that you need to go into high school knowing, the mentality you need to have, is that not all friends are gonna last, okay? All that drama, all that energy that you're wasting on worry about, why isn't she talking to me? Why isn't he paying attention to me? Or why is this person mad at me? It could be for any type of reason. It could be because they simply don't like you anymore, because they heard something about you that they don't like. It could be because one of their friends don't like you. It's not something to waste your time worrying about in high school, because not everyone you meet is gonna be there at the end of the road 4 years later. 4 years later. Talking to people. So I guess this is something that I kind of did right and wrong. I didn't talk to all the right people, but yeah, you get what I'm saying. So like, basically, they're going to be the people that genuinely love and care about you. They want you to thrive in life. They want you to do good in school. They want you to get all the things that you talk to them about. And there are just some people who want you for beneficial reasons, or they may care about you but not as much as you do. They may not care about your grades or you getting to class on time, because I know them tardies is gonna add up, boo. They're gonna add up, okay? So you just gotta think about that. Like, you gotta talk to more people who maybe want to uplift you in life, maybe want you to do better, because giving those people that energy, all that energy, you're not gonna do nothing but realize later on that I could have been doing something else. You know what I mean? So, befriending the right people. It may be hard. I'm not saying go out of your element. Oh, this person isn't doing this or they're not doing that, so I don't like them, or they don't vibe with me on this note. I'm not saying, oh, go be cool with them because they're doing good in school and all that. Hell no. Nobody's saying that. I'm saying that some of the people that you're cool with may not be around you because of certain things that you are doing, and they want to see you thrive and be better in life. You got to give those people a chance. You got to give them a chance to be in your life and to show you that real love and friendship that you really do go out in high school. High school isn't the worst thing. It's not the best thing either. Drama. Okay, so just how I was saying earlier, that all that little petty drama, girl drama that you'll have, even guy drama with guy friends, it's just not worth it at the end of the day to completely stress yourself out. Feel like, oh, I want to kill myself because this person isn't talking to me anymore. Like, it's not worth it, bro. Because later on in life, you're going to realize why God maybe tried to exit that person out of your life, or why you didn't fuck with them, because they weren't on the same level as you. They weren't trying to do the same things as you, or they're not a supporter of the things that you're trying to do in life. Like, it's hard not to get in drama when it involves your friends. I completely understand that. I am someone who's been through that too, trust and believe me, so I understand that. But all the time, it's not worth it. Don't involve yourself in petty drama that you don't even need to be in. People gossip, girls gossip. It's just extra. You know what I'm saying? Like, try to stay out of that. And if you do feel like you need to vent, because a lot of girls gossip, like I said, even you, me, anyone that could gossip, included, we're human. You know what I'm saying? But think about who you're telling these things to and limit to what you're saying, because you don't have to say much, and that's just being messy, in my opinion. Okay, so grades. Don't copy. Listen. Also, another person who's done it, do not copy, because even though it may get you through a whole year, a whole class, a whole semester, whatever the case may be, do not copy, because later on you realize that you don't really know shit. And it's not going to make you feel good. It's not going to make you feel lifted or anything like that. It's just best to obtain the most knowledge that you can as possible, because that's what high school is for. You know what I'm saying? Like, copying off of a person or copying off of online sheets, once that test or that quiz comes, you're gonna realize that it's not helping you. It's obviously doing worse for you, because you're not studying, you're not taking notes, you're not doing none of that. You're just going online. Let me get the answers that way. No, I influence you not to do that. Don't be afraid to ask for help. I'm a very antisocial, kind of quiet person. I'm getting better at it, but especially in my sophomore, freshman year of high school, I did not talk to many, especially not teachers. So, I could say that I'm someone who's went through that. But talking to teachers, it's best not to even, it's best to even become buddy with a teacher if you can, if you like that teacher. There was only probably two teachers that I actually felt close to that would want to help me, wouldn't make me feel stupid, wouldn't make me feel like, oh, why weren't you paying attention? You gotta find those teachers, and I understand that sometimes you might not find those teachers, and then that's when you go to a tutor or you talk to a principal, try to get your class switched. Don't be afraid to do none of that, because it's only gonna benefit you at the end of the day. Choose wisely. Choose your classes wisely. I mean, a lot of schools don't let you choose when and what time to have a class, but some may, you know what I'm saying? Say in the morning, you're too tired to go to your math class, you're afraid. I might not remember everything that she's talking about because I'm tired right now, and this is a hard class. I need to study, I need to know this stuff. Get your class switched. Try to get it switched at the end of the day, the middle of the day, after lunch, after you have some nutrients. Try to do anything because it's only gonna benefit you. I can't say it enough because it's just facts, you guys. Or you want to take, this person tells you, oh, don't take that class because it's hard and this and that. Maybe it's hard for them, but it won't be hard for you. And then you could be done with that whole category of stuff just because you took a bigger class that you wanted to take. You know what I'm saying? Not everybody's advice. I'm not saying don't follow everybody's advice, because principals, teachers, friends, they'll all try to give you advice about school, grades, classes, all that. I'm not saying take it, but think about you at the end of the day. Think about what you can do, what you can handle, and all that good stuff, because you are your own person. Do not just walk out. Do not just give up. Don't just be like, oh, this class is too hard, I'm leaving, I don't have time for this, because you need your high school diploma. You need to know a lot of the things that you're learning in school to get through life in general. Like my Spanish class, for example, it was too hard for me. I didn't want her to teach me on paper. I wanted her to teach me with her mouth. I wanted her to talk to me, all that good stuff. I eventually ended up just leaving the class, but I really regret it because by 18, I wanted to know multiple, I wanted to at least know another language. So, just to be more educated in that way. And I kind of do know some things, como estás, moving in, all that stuff, but not to have a full-on conversation with somebody. No, there's nothing wrong with that. So, do not just give up. A lot of times, I've just been like, I'm just going to walk out of this class, and I have, but I always went back because I double thought about what I was doing. Okay, the big and nasty relationship. So, all I can say about relationships, I'm not going to talk shit on it. I'm not going to, down having a relationship in high school, because we all know that it's bound to happen. You're going to meet over 100, 200, 300 people depending on where you're located. It's impossible not to date someone. And it's nice to have fun, meet new people, all that good stuff, but do not be boy crazy. Do not be girl crazy. If you meet someone, it doesn't work out, don't jump to the next person thinking it's going to work out with them, and then so on, because that's usually what happens, and it's just a waste of your time. You probably spend 40% of your time, 50% of your time worrying about what this boy or girl is doing while you're in class supposed to be thinking about school, or when you could be going to prom, going to parties, having a good time with your high school experience, because whether you're working in high school or you just focus on school, high school is originally for you to be a kid and live out your last 4 years as a kid. So think about that when you're being boy crazy, girl crazy, and just letting it completely stress you out. Ruining your experience is not worth it. Do not get distracted. Like I said earlier, a lot of people are not on your same level, or they don't care. They're not as focused as you are. It's best to just, stay in your lane. If someone is trying to keep you from out of school, oh, come sneak out with me after school, we can go get food at this place, blase. Do not do it if you don't feel like you need to do it. If you feel like it's not going to work right in your favor, or skipping class because this person doesn't really want to do that class and you kind of don't want to do it, but you were going to go to that class, go to it. It's good for you. Trust me, I used to not want to go to gym. I used to skip gym for so long, and I made it out, but I'm telling you, I regret it. I actually love sports. If you guys watch my workout video, you'll see that I've been working out. I've been getting in the gym, trying to get on that. So it's just, I don't know. Don't get distracted by people and other things of what they're doing just because they're not trying to do what you're trying to do. Simple as that. Remember that you are young, and, I can say for me as a person, I've always been pretty mature like I am now. I've always been pretty fun. But I've always known right from wrong. A lot of people, they do not know right from wrong. A lot of people don't even know manners. So it's just, I don't know, don't settle for a friendship or a girlfriend or a boyfriend that's only bringing you down. They're not trying to help you grow. They're not trying to uplift you. they're not trying to do none of that. They're just trying to be around. And what is it doing for you? Stressing you out, losing money, not following your class instructions, not getting good grades because you're worried about this, you're worried about that, what he or she is doing. It's just not as important as you think it is, especially if the other person isn't putting as much effort as you are into the relationship, into the things that you are trying to accomplish in life. You know, a lot of people who are mature enough to understand that high school is something that will carry with you, follow with you for the rest of their life. You don't even have to have this type of talk with them, you know what I'm saying? Set boundaries. You need to set boundaries with your girlfriends, with your guy friends, because don't just get peer pressure into every little thing, you know. Sex. Let me just say sex. Like, sex is a big thing that I know how a lot of high schoolers probably feel peer pressured about, because they're like, you know, it's high school, it's that time, you know, I'm a woman, I'm a man, I'm free, I can do whatever the fuck I want. Like, it's that time. I'm grown. Like, just because you feel like that, or you thinking that you gotta live up to some standards, it doesn't mean that that's what you gotta do. If you're not ready to give up the cookie, don't give it up. It's like, you don't have to, boo. Sometimes a lot of men even understand, they even like you more for not being so willing, and therefore, or if you don't think, oh, you know, I've been talking to this guy for a couple days, like, about time I kissed him, about time he came to the family, blah blah. No, like, you gotta, another thing, you gotta be friends with a person, a guy or girl, for at least a while to really understand them and where they come from and how they move in general. So don't rush into things. Okay, so now I'm gonna talk about freshman year, sophomore year, junior year, senior year. I'm gonna talk about all those years because, you know, freshman year you first go into, you think like, you know, oh, this is so scary, how am I gonna do this? I got all these classes now, they're just gonna keep getting harder and harder. You gotta remember that you are still a kid, and that if you're dealing with the right organization in school, the right people, the right teachers, having all that good stuff around you that I just talked about, you will be good throughout freshman year to know what you want and to know just how to regulate throughout freshman year. Like, you'll see those seniors be like, damn, go and talk to him. Remember that they're going to college next year. Remember that. Or you see juniors or anything like that. You're all in different categories. You know what I'm saying? You all have different things going on. So you're not on the same level at all. Sophomore year, you get more into the groove. You already know what's going on. Like, you know where your lock is at. You know which teacher this and that. You know all that stuff. So sophomore year is kind of like, was that year for me where I realized what I had to do and how to do it. Like, having friends in junior, senior year, you know, you guys all have different homework. You got different schedules, different things going on. So you got to remember that. Junior year, it's just that year right before you finna leave, you finna dip out, and you finna just be gone, you know. So junior year was probably my hardest year. Just so you guys know, I was not in high school all of my years. I switched to an alternative school because for me personally, I felt like I wasn't going to get much learning in. I wasn't going to graduate if I was just stuck around all these negative people. If I was just staying in the environment I was in the best environment in my high school, you know, and I wish I would have known all these things before I went so I could have a clearer, better mindset of high school. So, but my junior year was the year that I left in the middle, and let me tell you, like, it was really hard. My homework got way harder. I was like, how is letters and math? I don't understand. Like, all types of stuff. Don't come for me in the comments. But I'm just being 100 with you. Like, there's a lot of things, you know. I already said earlier, ain't no problem getting a tutor, because that was when I realized that I really needed a tutor, or I needed someone to teach me more, explain to me more than what they were explaining to the whole class, you know, really break it down to me. It's when you start going to proms, you know, you got your homecoming dances, all that stuff. All that good stuff. Senior year, that's the most stressful, but should be your most funnest year. You know, I didn't get to go to prom. I went to my first homecoming dance, I'm sure, and then I didn't go to no more dances. Really regret that. Really regret not going to prom. So I influence you to do everything you can do to be able to go to prom. You know what I mean? Have a good time. You can't miss out on the activities that school provides you with. It's not all fun. It's not. Some of it's very, very boring. Like, I know. You just can't miss out on the things that you really want to look back on. Like, I did that. I experienced that. That was fun. You know what I mean? And that's really what senior year comes with. It comes with all the big tests and everything. But studying, all that stuff, you got to make time for it. You really got to make time for it. But that's for the next part. Okay, working in high school. Me, I worked I've been working since I was 13, 14 years old. I'm still working now. You know, you got to work to get money. You know what I'm saying? That's another thing that I very much understand. But do not completely exit out your schoolwork, exit out school for a job when you're a junior, especially senior, sophomore, freshman, because you're still a kid, and these are the years that you are really supposed to be focusing on high school and living out your life in high school while you still can. Like, I'm not saying do not work, because I worked every day. I worked all throughout the summer, even more, all that good stuff. I was getting my money in high school, but so basically what I'm saying is have a schedule. Like, say you work 4 to 8 o'clock. You know, that's good. Like, that's pretty good. And it's only 4 hours. Yes, I know it's only 4 hours. You're not getting that much break. But you getting something, and you don't got to be there long. Don't overwork yourself when you know I got to get up at this time in the morning. I got to do this homework or any of that stuff, because it's only going to drain you out, and it's going to make either less time for this or more time for that, and you need to have time for both. So you got to manage your schedule for real. And remember that, especially if you have family and people around you that really are supporting you, you gotta remember that working isn't number one. It's not number one in high school. If anything, it should be number 2, it should be number 3, it should be in that era, but it's not number 1. So do not stress yourself out. College. Do not forget about college, because I'm not saying stress about it. Your freshman, sophomore year, that's when you should be, you know, figuring it out, what you want to do, and your junior year, the whole 4 years, you should be figuring out what you want to do. But do not stress yourself out about it. You know, take your time, because you don't want to be looking down the road like, oh, I focused about this one career all throughout high school. Now this is what I feel like I have to do for the rest of my life. And it's not something you want to do. You got to make sure that whatever job that you get is something that you want to do for the rest of your life, so you are happy at wherever you're working at. You don't want to have some job that you just hate going to every day. That sucks. Think about your future goals for high school. Make options, things that you would see yourself doing, you know, multiple things. Don't just go for one goal, or don't just not think about it at all, because then when the time comes and you're lost and you're confused, that's the worst feeling in the world, you know what I mean? And that'll probably stick with you forever, because you don't have as much guidance and as much options thrown in your face like you do during high school, you know what I mean? So remember that for high school.
Looking all confused and shit. I need that new protect. Ice me out, baby. You know I'm a flex. Coming for me, I'm a step.
Okay, last but not least, you will change. You will change so much that you'll start to think that you're weird, that you're crazy, because you are growing. Think about it. You go into high school 13, 14 years old. You leave 18, 19 years old. Hopefully 18. But 18 years old, you know? That's 4 years worth of friendships, relationships, teachers, dances, all types of things that you were going to go through. You know, you could go through a gothic stage, you could go through a hippie stage, you could go through a stage where you just don't want to talk to no one, you don't care about anything. But you will change in high school, so don't be afraid of change. You know, a lot of change isn't bad, a lot of change is good. You can go into high school with the mindset of just not caring about anything and come out a completely changed person who wants to achieve and do all their goals in life. So don't be afraid to change, accept it, you know, follow your heart, whatever things that you're feeling, let it flow to see if it's something that you want to do, something that you like, you know. But do not get peer pressured into changing into something that you're not, because that will also stick with you forever. Trust me, like, trust me, you guys. You could change in so many ways. Like, a lot of people with their sexuality, I've seen that firsthand. A lot of people don't know, they go into high school confused, you know, and that's something that you were able to experiment too, but that's a whole nother topic. Yeah.
I'm the fucking honcho. Tempted pull up.
Bullies. I have personally never been bullied in elementary, middle school, and high school, none of that. I'm not for the bullshit, so I ain't never been bullied, but I guess I've maybe seen it, you know. Nobody I've ever been around has been bullied, so I don't have the best advice for it, but I just know that bullying, period, it will not be accepted in my world. It will not be accepted around me, because everybody is beautiful, everybody deserves to be loved, everybody deserves to have the same respect that anyone else should have. You never know what anyone has been through in life to bully them or to come out with them with this tension, this attitude, just because you see something that you may not like. That's not right. It's called judging by book, if you haven't heard that. So I'm not all for bullies, you know, but if you are being bullied, or if you feel like you're being bullied now in high school, I would just say, you know, ignore them. I know it's hard. I know some bulliers are hardcore, and that's when you need to get help. That's when you need to get those people removed from your life. But it's just some petty bullying. Do not pay them no attention, because that'll make them mad. Get them mad, honey. Get them mad. Like, don't give people your energy. Like, someone says you're ugly, it's probably because you're more beautiful than them. It's probably because they see something that they want. that you have, and they don't have it. A lot of people bully for various reasons, to feel more masculine, to feel like they're in boss of someone, or any of that, you know. And you just got to basically stand your own. You got to be as most positive as ever. Self-love is very hard to get and maintain, but once you have it, nothing or nobody can say anything to you, and trust me, that's fact. So have self-love. That will stop all of your bullying issues, all of your problems. Trust me, I know it will get hard, but that's when you just got to remove those people from your life. I'm not saying just entertain them or just, you know, be there bullying right with them, because that's not going to help you. It's just going to turn you into something that you once hated. So just remove all that negative energy from your life, or just don't even pay attention to it. You know? So it was all for my video today. I hope you guys really enjoyed it. I really liked doing this video. I want to be all open, all 100 for you guys. I know that I've seen a lot of videos like this, but I just really want to be different. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did enjoy it, please like, comment, and subscribe down below. And listen to my new song out, Honcho. It's now on SoundCloud and YouTube. I'll be dropping the rest of my music throughout this month, so please stay tuned. Don't forget to comment below things that you think I may have missed, or just anything you want to tell me, any other videos. Let your girl know, because I'm here for you. I'm here for you. Mo Baby Entertainment.
Stomp it in the rain. How do you judge me? You don't know my pain. Pull up like Honcho, bring that money.